Thôi mày nói gì nói đi, thằng vô văn quá.
Ủa quay chưa?
Rồi quay rồi.
Quay rồi sao chưa có nhạc?
Nhạc lấy về thêm sao ba ơi.
À ok. In order to deliver a motivational, life-changing presentation, you have to do everything to capture the audience's attention, which is why I'm walking toward the camera like a rapist following you down the dark alleyway, and which is why there's gonna be a certain change in camera angle in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now let's take a look at these statistics right here. According to this pie chart, this video is about 5.5 minutes long, of which 10% has been spent on what you already watched, and a staggering 90% of the video's runtime is what you have yet to watch. But what if I told you, by the time I finish showing you these absolutely irrelevant data while making a lot of unnecessary pauses, the remaining runtime has been magically reduced to 80%. Let's say you're still not impressed. I know. Using confusing numbers to create the illusion of expertise does not work on the new generation of Vietnamese. Being born in this magnificent country, you are wise but exceptionally prone to bad decisions. You are enthusiastic during daytime but succumb to loneliness at night. You can be as tender as a snowfall to your friends but can sometimes become an avalanche to your enemies. You, yes you, are full of contradictions. You crave for recognition but fear living up to social expectations. You give wonderful advice but let yourself be consumed by your own insecurity. You want to be remembered but at the same time pray for believing. You know, just like any ordinary person on earth. Oh, look who's still here! I know. Being given a set of personalities or identities for simply being in a group feels kinda nice, doesn't it? And by impressively pointing out those obvious human personalities, I was able to boost my credibility to the sky. No facts, no evidences, no nothing. Just some common sense or generally accepted ideas that were twisted to directly address the audience. In fact, all I did was appealing to tribalism and scapegoating. Oh, you didn't even know what the words mean, did you? That's why I used them, to assert dominance. People are more likely to believe what they don't understand from a guy they assume to have some sort of authority. That was a bit too intense, my apology. What do you say we change the atmosphere a little bit? Well, actually, you don't have to say anything. That was a rhetorical question, just like all the other questions I'm gonna ask throughout this so-called motivational speech. Now let me tell you one of my fabricated anecdotes that I can seamlessly transition to another segment of my monologue. When I was a child, I was just like you. I did not know that you can make yourself sound deeper by using a hypnotic pattern. All I needed to do was to speak at about 75% the normal speed, emphasize some keywords, and slightly switch the words to make the sentences less predictable. You see, all our life we've been way too obsessed with eloquence. Being able to manipulate and impress people using nothing but words and rhythm. But what we really should have done to master the art of communication is to fasten our speaking instead of speaking too fast. And that's how I managed to go through 80% of this video without saying a damn thing. Well, of course, I soon realized it was not the right thing to do. No. I'm done using those cheap manipulative tricks to inflate myself. Because I understand admitting my imperfection and mistakes will help me earn even more sympathy and engage the audience better with my fake self-confidence. I also know that passive aggressiveness and arrogance, if done in a quirky way, can sometimes simulate leadership and charisma. And only a charismatic leader can get away with such a speech like this. Boom! 10% to go! Yeah! The key to become a motivational speaker is to show, not tell. Even when what you show has literally nothing to do with what you want to tell, it doesn't matter. As a desperate attempt to resist the feeling of stupidity, people are obliged to interpret what they see. So as long as you're able to convince them to stay to the end, it doesn't matter whether they get your message or not. Why? Because 1, most people will only remember the last couple of things you said. And 2, most of the time, the meaning of your speech is the same as the meaning of our own existence. To survive, we need to reproduce, which involves f***ing. We also need to digest and defecate, which inevitably produces shit. That can only mean one thing. This speech is Now would you excuse me while I'm walking away from the camera?
Anh nghĩ cái này á, là nên quay lại tại vì em phát âm chưa
Kệ
có
mẹ nó,
chuẩn.
kệ mẹ nó, về về lồng tiếng lại. Easy.